Over the past few days, following the cancellation of The Acolyte by Disney, we've seen an immense amount of cope from the handful of people who actually enjoyed the show to the mainstream media, the same media who lied to everyone, who held water for Disney, who attacked Star Wars fans relentlessly throughout the entire run of this series, before, during, and after its release, because they're the ones that gaslit everyone into believing that this was actually a success when it was a complete and total failure from the get-go. You see headlines like this: can the best of Star Wars survive the worst of its fans? Before Star Wars can have another successful show, some vocal parts of the fandom have to reckon with what they really want out of the franchise. And of course, this is specifically targeting people that didn't like The Acolyte, which, by the way, is about 82% of everyone out there. And of course, the Acolyte fans that are out there, the stans, the people with pronouns in their bios, hashtag Save the Acolyte has now begun trending on social media. The biggest problem with that is that it actually doesn't matter if it's trending on social media. The Acolyte was trending on social media throughout its entire release, but it never had anyone watching it, because this is a small, tiny fraction of people, the people that they're trying to appeal to, that they catered to for this series, a series specifically made for them. There's not enough of them to make this a successful show. Well, now for the first time, we're actually seeing some cast members respond to this cancellation. I'm sure everybody wants to hear from Leslie Headland, from Amanda Stenberg, from people like that, but we do have the first few reactions in from people that were actually part of the show. Manny Jacinto addresses the Acolyte cancellation, first actor to break his silence. And, you know, it's a pretty short message. Literally all it was this post on social media. That ending sequence of him and Osha holding hands, you know, wrapped around a lightsaber as their enemies to lovers bullshit shipping story came to life, right? He just puts a heart. There you see Simu Liu, of course, supporting right there. Another person who has a dogshit project with Disney. But now, who I probably think is the standout from the entire show, who gave the best performance despite him not even being able to speak English before doing this show, was Lee Jun-jae, who played Master Soul. Now, I think that Soul as a character was completely and utterly destroyed. One, from the standpoint that so many people felt he was just doing terrible, disastrous things, that he deserved to die. Even the showrunners themselves said he deserved to die, that he was practicing benign sexism by not allowing Osha or May to do what they wanted and fall to the dark side and be involved with this lesbian witch coven. He has come out and actually spoken about the cancellation. The Acolyte's Lee Jun-jae says he was quite surprised by the series cancellation. As you know, my character died already in the first season in such a bullshit way. Lee told the publication, so I wouldn't have appeared in the second season if there was one anyway. But personally speaking, I really loved Leslie's writing. I thought she was a great writer and director who is very talented in the storytelling, as well as creating characters and creating meaningful structures within the story. So I was actually personally really looking forward to watching a season 2 with her at the helm. And then he says this, which all of these people out there, they are going to latch on to this statement from him. Lee, however, is not giving up on seeing more. Honestly, I'm hoping maybe there could be changes in the future, because you never know what's going to happen. So on a personal level, I really hope we could get to see further stories of Leslie's second season. Well, Lee Jun-jae, you are in the minority, just like all the people that did enjoy The Acolyte, because quite frankly, there aren't a whole lot of people out there, certainly not enough to make developing a second season actually worth it for Disney and Lucasfilm. That's why they made this decision. Not because of Leslie Headland, not because of Manla Stenberg backlash, but because, specifically, people didn't watch. It was the lowest viewed Star Wars project in history, by a big margin. Not like, oh, it just barely missed out. No, by a large margin. So regardless of who's talking about it on social media and who's tweeting about it, on what 23-year-old weirdo, they, them, sexually confused, probably mentally ill, those people that are putting out fan cams of this, the hardcore Acolyte fans that want to see themselves represented, even if it's a dog shit story, you're in the minority. People didn't like it. And obviously, what is he going to say? He's going to say nice things about the people he worked with. I think most people can expect that. So I don't even fault him for saying those things. But he is one of the first people to speak out and actually give his thoughts about the cancellation of The Acolyte. Everyone is looking forward to hearing from people like Amanda Stenberg and people like Leslie Headland, but I suppose that'll have to wait. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.